Hey everybody, it's Mike. We're going to be taking a piece of this inner panel so we can quickly remove these doors with my stainless steel quick release door pins. These, just a hairpin, hold these in. This grabs the back of the hinge so it rotates with the door, so you're not going to get that ugly door bounce. You know, it'll stop the wear on the door side because there's no bushings there. And we're going to be installing the bronze bushings that I sell, and this is about what you're going to take out so you can gain access to this hinge, because right now you cannot get to access, and you want enough up top to where you can get your fingers in and lift it up. And you got to kind of, it seems complicated at first, but I've done this 100 times and it's real easy to do after you get the hang of it. But I just want to tell you, if you're planning on taking your doors off and you're not going to put them on, or you're going to use my door gates for the whole summer, just take this panel off, take this door off, and you won't have to cut this panel. But if you're going to be switching back and forth, I'd recommend just trim this out. Today we're going to do it with a Dremel. My last, I don't know where I put it, but here, I used to use this utility knife just to cut this out. But people commented that you're going to cut my finger off, or yeah, you know, it slips once in a while, so it's kind of dangerous. But here's what you're actually going to do. And what I'll do is I'll trace this out a little bit. You want to come up to, you know, you're going to be coming down here. I don't have my paint stick, so this is going to have to do. It's leaving a little bit of a mark, but not much. But you want to come inside this little hole right here, because it's got a circle. You can feel it with your fingers back there. You want to be real close to that when you come down. And then, yeah, this thing ain't writing very good, but I'll be able to follow it. But then you're going to come straight across there, and as long as you got access to that hairpin on the bottom, you can get your pin out. But this is basically what I'm going to follow. I'm going to do this today with power Dremel. So this should be a lot better. Just watch your speed. You might melt the plastic, but it's a metal cutting blade on there, but we're going to give it a shot. And I'll try and reposition the camera so you can see what I'm doing. Alright, hopefully you got a good view of that. I just got it sitting on the seat, so hopefully it isn't going to fall off while I'm doing this. But basically you're going to run up this ridge, up a little past this pop out. Well, you can actually take the pop out if you want. It probably wouldn't be a bad idea to take it out. But I'm not going to go that deep. But actually, I'm going to. And my little screw come loose, so I'm going to be tightening that up. All right, I got that tight. I'd have probably been done if I'd used my my utility knife. Okay, and you can clean that up with a little sander or something and make it real smooth, and it won't be that bad. But now you can see this hinge really well, and when you get this hinge in there, it's going to be behind that just like that, and it'll go up into this door just like that, so you can get it in and out. Now you don't have to take this panel apart to get the pins in and out to get the door off. This has the the stereo system, so I'm going to put this on a plug. That way you can unplug it. I recommend people that's going to do this and they still want to run their stereos, go ahead and get a pod and mount it to the roll cage up top, because yeah, you're going to lose this speaker over here, so might as well put it up top behind you in a pod. I'll try and leave a link in the description of some of the pods out there. So that way you won't have to worry about it, and you can actually probably hear it a lot better. It won't be down here by your leg. So I'm going to do the same thing I did there to the bottom here, and then we'll pick it back up after I get the door off. Just going to pull these pins out, get them plastic bushings out and throw them away as far as you can throw them. And then I'm going to set the bronze bushings in there and show you how quick these pins are. Alright, I got this door off. Now you're ready to go riding and have a lot of airflow through here. The other side is already set up. You can see they're cut out. Get them doors off, and just like the Jeep people, they get plenty of air and won't get overheated on a hot day like today. 95 degrees out. Yeah, here I am stuck in the shop. But here's that little C-clip. One of them went flying. Probably never find it again, which I don't care. But here's the pin, and this one actually had a broken bushing there, and if you can see that, so that wasn't very good. Yep, I just dropped it and probably never find. Here it is. But if you can see, that thing looked like it was, I don't know, broke for quite a while. Probably when it's new. This machine doesn't have any miles on it, but this pin was not rotating in this bushing at all. It was rotating on the door hinge. Just what I said about these, it will force this pin to rotate in these bushings where they're at. So very good that we caught this early. We can get this done, and you can tell my pins fit just, you know, to the old bushings just the way they are. But we're going to put bronze bushings in here, and he'll never have another problem with these. So let's get that done. I'll show you how to mount these in there so they don't come out, because right now these things can come out and you'll lose them. You take the doors off, these are gone. So I'm going to show you how to set these bronze bushings in there so they don't come out. Alright, okay, to set these bushings in here, it's a pretty simple process. I made, and these just pop right down in there. They fit really snug. Now, the very bottom of this is the only thing that you're going to flare just to grab that hole so they don't come out. Okay, this tool, this is the cheapest one I could find on Amazon, and I just welded a piece of steel in there. If you have a flaring tool, you can get at least a minimum of 1/4 inch steel, make it fit in there so where it's flush, and it'll fit inside this hinge, and you won't have to buy this tool. This is a pretty much one and done. This is a cheap pot metal. You shouldn't weld it and have any strength. I just welded it to keep this piece in there to where you wouldn't drop it out. But basically you're going to go right on top of that, and well, I got this all the way down, but you're going to bring it right up into that hole, and alright, it's locked on that bushing right now, you can tell. But what you're going to do is keep turning that until you can't move that bushing up and down again. And then I'm going to show you how to set this without breaking the tool, or if you go too far, you're going to end up mushrooming the inside of the hole, and the pin may not go through. It's just a matter of don't go too far. Okay, now this is kind of tight. Okay, so now you don't want to ever go more than a 1/4 turn. So what you're going to do is just make sure you get it set, and this is down flush on there, and just give it a quarter turn. Now you are done. Take it off. Okay, and that is in there and it won't come out. That's all you do. This thing isn't bent or nothing. All you did was flare that end to stick in that hole. So we'll do another one real quick, and then I'll do the other two, and I'll show you the pin system. But just, yeah, it's got a little powder coating in this one. It doesn't want to go in the hole. So there it goes. Now it's down in the hole, and we'll put the flaring tool on, screw this back up into the hole. Now if you ever have to tighten it up again, just no more than a quarter turn, because now if you remember, this one had powder coating in it. So now I'm trying to move this and I can't move it, so I'm saying that's probably good right there. So we'll get this out of here, and it's in there. I can't get that out of there. So that's all you do to set these. Then these ears are real easy to bend, so when you put your pin in, well, this one's going to go right in. But if it was not, you might have to bend this a little bit, and you'll see the pin just drop right in. So it's holding up a little bit, so it's probably one of these are off a little bit. There it went. See how it just dropped down? This has to come up just a little bit. So we're going to go this side, go up with it. You see how that just bent a little bit? Now it goes straight down. Okay? That's what you want right there, to where it just falls right in place. Okay? And these will bend a little bit, so you gotta just play with them until you get this. That's all you want to do. Alright, let me get the other ones in, and we're going to wrap this up. Okay, we got all these bushings set in now, and this should last, I'd say, the life of the machine, I'd say. If they ever come loose, just put that tool back on, give it no more than a quarter turn. There's no way you should, I set all of these, and that thing is straight as an arrow. And these welds, like I said, it's on pot metal, cheap shop. I just did it to hold it in there. And these are in there, they ain't coming out, and you want to adjust if you have to. If this one's like not hitting, it's hitting way over here, just pull back on this a little bit, and you can see that moving. And just try and get it lined up to where it will just fall in. Okay? This one the same way, just fall in, and it's all the way in. Now you put your hairpin in there, and these pins will be in there, and it will rotate with that door. But right now you can put the hairpins in, go for a ride. You would be unbelievable how much air you get through this without the doors on. Or if you want security, buy my door gates, put them on, and I'll never use my doors again. They're probably going to collect dust forever, because I don't ride in the winter time, always in the summer, and I like the experience of riding without the doors or the door gates. So anyway, thanks for watching. That's the way to get these bushings in and these pins. A big helpful tip is to get a pair of these, because you can grab this on the end and stick it up through the door and then drop it in there. Okay, that's a little quick tip, pro tip, I guess. And taking them out, you can do the same thing and just keep working it up until you get it out. So anyway, alright, enjoy the heat. I'm going for a ride to cool off. Talk to you later. See you on the trail.